Good morning, Barrows family. This is Paul Melchior speaking. This is my favorite waterfalls in my backyard. I have a nice place that I can hang out, and we are going to, that's my golf course right there. This is my studio from the door, and this is a workspace. Over here I have sort of an entertainment center. Coming back over here, I have a wood stove, some sculptures. Take a look at those for a minute. They're kind of large. And then as we go back, I have a wood stove, another sculpture. I have a desk where I do some welding. I'm working on this project here. I have another sculpture back there. Over here I have a nice workbench where I do a lot of my woodworking. And back here I have another sculpture back there, some more paintings. So I have a really nice workspace, and this is another wood stove that keeps everything nice, and another idea of my backyard. All right, so let's get to work. Today we're going to make some birds out of construction paper using the techniques Good afternoon, Barrows family. My name is Mr. Melchior. I teach kindergarten, first and second grade art. I'm in my art studio today to give you some ideas for some lessons for your children. Boys and girls, we're working on using shapes, using paper folding and gluing techniques. So we're going to use the techniques that we were working on before school was canceled. We were going to cut and fold paper and look at different birds made out of construction paper and pick out the one that we thought we could do best. All right, so I'm going to draw half the letter C. Here's my circle for the head, and then my oval looks like an egg is right here, and then goes into the head. So let's cut that out. Okay, here it is here. And remember what I did with my scissors. I'm going to hold them here, and I'm going to hold them here, and I'm going to move the paper depending on what I'm cutting. So I'm going to start cutting out the head. There's the curve. Now I'm going to move the paper. Move the paper. The scissors stays right in front of me. Move the paper. Move the paper. All right, so let's stop right there for a second. All right, so now we're going to cut out a circle for the eye, and this is going to be a small circle, a little tiny circle. Again, move the paper. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Let's see what we got here. All right. So let's start gluing some of this down. Okay, let's put the glue I'm going to put this on the back side. Okay, so we'll face that like that. Let's get that pointed the way we want it. Okay, then we're going to take the eye. Now I'm using a razor blade because my fingers are a little big to pick these up, but you can pick them up with your fingers. I'm going to push that down. Okay, now I'm going to take a little marker and, looking at my picture, I'm going to turn this around so I can make the eye, and then I'll turn it around. So the way they do this, I'm going to just color in some black here. All right. Okay. All right. So that gave our bird a little personality. All right. Now let's glue the bird down. I'm gonna glue some of this down. I like to put the glue on the bird. I'm gonna leave the bottom. I'm gonna leave this part down here without any glue on it. Now, of course, I'm working upside down so you can see this. But we got a start of a bird. So now I want to look at the feathers. And when I see the feathers, I see overlapping. So let's put some colors together that look good together. The orange and blue doesn't look bad together. I don't like the blue and purple next to each other. So let's go back over here and let's go get our yellow, our scrap. Let's put that there. I like that. Now maybe some red. Oh, purple looks good now. And let's put the red in the front. All right. Let's make that our wings. Now what we're going to do is we're going to overlap and we're going to cut out our wings. And if I'm looking at the picture, I'm going to cut some strips out about that wide. They don't have to be perfect. And I'm going to cut them all out at the same time. How am I going to do that? I'm going to put the papers together, and I see that they want a little bit of a curve. So I'm going to make a little bit of a curve and have it come to a point. There we go. Now, I'm going to look at the top of this, and I think I'm going to like it better if the top is rounded. So I'm just going to round this off like that. Good. And look at those little scraps. Okay. So now I'm going to turn the bird around so I can see it. And I'm going to look at my wings. And I'm going to start off with the last one first. Remember how we glued down and we overlapped? So I'm going to put the purple first. Oh, I can put that one right back there, right behind there. Then I'm going to put the yellow one, like that. And then I'm going to put the blue one. I'm going to put all the tops on top of each other. Yeah, that's what I want to do, right like that. Then the orange. Then the red. There we go. Now I'll turn that around so you can see it. Now, if you like that, let's just move this purple one out here a little bit. Yeah, that's better. So if you like that, you have to glue down which one first? The one that's furthest away. Which is furthest away? The purple is in the background, the red is in the foreground, and these are all in the middle ground. And I would have to say that the green of the bird is probably the furthest thing away. That's really the background, okay? Notice I haven't glued this down yet. That's going to be for the tail. So let's glue those down, okay? So I'm going to turn it around so I can see it. Okay, I'm going to pick these all up. I'm going to keep them in order. All right, and I'm going to put the glue on each wing. Yeah, let me make sure you can see me do that. I'm not going to get any on the paper. I'm just going to put a little bit there. And do I want to glue? I think I'm just going to glue right here. So I'm going to take the purple one, and I'm going to put that. I decided I'm not going to put it behind it. I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm going to let that stick up. I kind of like that. Now I'm going to take the yellow one and put that on top of the purple one. I'm putting all of the tops together, but down here I'm leaving a space. Okay? So then I'm going to put the blue one. All right. Whoop. Take your time. All right. So now I'm going to take the orange one, You might notice I always have music playing. I love music. Okay, there's the orange one. This is music from Louisiana, and this artist is named Buckwheat Zydeco. Okay, and so there we go. All right, I like that. So let me turn that around so you can see it. All right, get an idea? Let's see, how does that look, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the tail. And I'm going to keep the same colors for the tail, going in the same order. So I'm going to come back here and take my strips of color, and this time I'm going to make longer feathers, and they're going to come here. And now that I see this, I think I'm going to pick my bird up and try to move it. Well, no, I'm not either. Okay, so this time I'm going to make a bigger curve, starting way down here, and I'm going to use my scraps, and I'm going to cut bigger feathers. All right. Okay. Yeah, now notice that curve. These are going to curve out. So let's try it again. This time I'm going to put the purple underneath. All right, I got to pay attention. I need purple, then I need yellow. And I'm going to glue them on top of each other right there. Then I need blue. Then I need orange. Okay, and then I need red. Okay, now I'm going to move them all. One of the things I did is I tested this to see if I liked it. You take a look. And I don't like that. I don't like the way those feathers are going, so I'm going to redo it, but I haven't glued anything. I always like to do that. So this time I'm going to take the feathers, and I think, let's see what happens if I turn them going the other way. Oh, I like that. Can you see what I'm doing? I like that. I know they're coming off the paper. We can fix that. And another thing I noticed is, I just want to keep them in the same order. I want the tips to be pointed. So I'm going to come back here and cut these tips. I want to cut these pointed. I like them better pointed. And I wonder, while we're here, if we want to get a little fancy and we just put a little more of a curve in them. What the heck? Let's do that. Yeah, I just made a little bit more of a curve. All right, so let's practice putting them where we want. I'd like to lift this bird up and move it, but I think I did too good a job gluing it. Let's see. You gotta be careful. Wow, I did a good job gluing, and this paper is not very good paper, so okay, we're not going to try doing that. That's going to ruin it. So let's just make sure we glue it back down again without ripping and ruining it. All right. Let's put some glue up here. All right, we're back to where we were. All right, I still like those up in the air. All right, so let's put the tail on, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with the bottom later. You know, sometimes I like when I don't know what's going to happen. So I have to put the purple first, then the yellow, then the blue, then the orange, then the red. So that's overlapping. So let's put the purple here. And do we want to keep it so it doesn't overlap the paper? Let's see. Well, let's practice. I'm not going to glue it down. Put the yellow there, then the blue. And if you want to know how I know which colors, I'm looking right here. Then the orange, and then the red. Let's see. Now it definitely wants to be down here. All right, do we like it yet? I think if I put all these tops together, I think if I put all of these tops together and I spread this out a little closer. Now, I hope you noticed how I was thinking about this. You know, sometimes it's okay to try things and not like them. You don't have to rip it up, you don't have to throw it away, you just have fun. That's the whole idea of being out here. And you know what? I haven't thought about the coronavirus since I started this video. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to take these now and I'm going to move them around. Oh, that's where they go, right there. That's where they go, just like that. Oh, look at that, and then I don't have to cut the paper. Okay, so now I know what I want to do. Watch this little secret. Watch this little secret. I'm going to put some glue on the purple. Put the yellow down. I thought I was going to do that. Let's try something different. Let's put that there. Alright, let's put the glue on the purple. And let's get that the way we wanted it. We wanted it just about like that. Okay. So I'm going to take the green. Now what color comes next? I did purple, yellow, now I have to do blue. I discovered I liked them when they were really close together. So there's the blue. Now I have to do the orange. Oh, look at that, I made a mistake. I put the glue on the wrong end. And that's okay, because this glue can be wiped off. I've got my paper towels right up here. I'm going to wipe this glue off. And I'm going to put the orange down. Okay. Now I'm going to do the red. Let's make sure we don't make that mistake again. So there it is. All right. Okay, now that we have the tail in place, I'm going to glue the green down on top of it. Okay. And I think what this needs, I take my scissors and I'm going to trim this little thing here, sticking out. I don't like that. I'm going to put legs on it anyway. So let's see what we have so far. So far we have this bird, and I like it. Let's get rid of those. Okay, there it is. All right. So now let's make legs. Now, what color could we make the legs with? I'm going to put the glue top back on so we don't lose that. And I think the legs should be, let's see. I did notice I had a piece of black here. I think I'm going to make black legs. What are the legs going to look like? So let's take a minute. Let's take a minute and let's figure out what we want the legs to look like. So I have a little piece of paper here. I think I want them to come down and be like feet. And one goes this way and then goes up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd like to do a little research, see what kind of legs a bird has. Let's just do one this way, one this way, and one this way with a little bit of a leg. So those will be like the toes. I don't know how many we need, but it's all makeup bird anyway, so let's just have some fun. So this is going to be a little tricky to cut out. Now, we could look at this like each one of these was a rectangle and cut rectangles out. We can do that. All right, so let's cut out. You know, I'm going to make two at the same time, and you know what I like to do when I have to make two of something? I like to fold the paper. So I'm going to fold the paper, and I'm going to draw the leg again. Comes down, and then this one goes this way, this one goes this way, and this one goes this way. All right. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's what I'm going to use to try to cut this out. So let's see. let's cut this out. And I'm going to go right across, cut the other side out. Okay, so now I have that shape. And now I'm going to cut out this foot and this foot and this foot and this foot. All right, so I'm just going to pull those out of there. All right, that's not bad. Let's make them come to a point, though. Let's just make each one come to a point. All right. So let's see if these look like feet. Oh, I've got to cut this because I folded it. Now look, the nice thing about folding them is I have 2 feet of the exact same. So there's a foot and there's a foot. Okay? See the bird? All right, but I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to put it on a branch. So, I don't have any brown. So if I'm going to put it on a branch, I have to use black. And this one I'm just going to have some fun. I am just going to imagine a branch in my head and just cut. Okay, so I happen to have this scrap, and you know me, I like to use my scraps. So, and that could be part of this branch. Let's see what we're doing here. I'm just moving the scissors just to make, I don't know, some kind of tree branch. And if I want to have some fun, I think if I want to have some fun with this, I need to make the branch look like it's going off the paper. So I'm going to go like this. All right, I think I got it. All right, so I'm going to glue the branch down, and then I'm going to make the feet go on to the branch. How am I going to do that? By overlapping again. So here's the feet. I know where the branch has to go. I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to glue the branch down. All right, now I'm going to take these 2 feet, and I haven't glued the branch down up here, just the bottom. Now I'm going to take the feet, and I'm going to put 1 toe over and 1 toe behind. Perfect. Perfect. And I think this one I'm going to cut so it looks like it's coming out of the body. All right, so let's put some glue on that. That's a tricky one. Now this is like a 2nd grade project. I don't know if you kindergartners can do this, but you can draw these with markers for sure. So this one I'm going to put over the branch, over it like that, and this one's going to go underneath. Actually, it would be nice if I could get rid of that little piece of orange paper. So let's just do this. Let's put some glue on this. All right. Okay, now I'm going to glue this edge down. All right. Now, that looks like my bird. And I think it's pretty good, but I want to do a little bit something to the branch just to make it look a little bit better. So, I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to cut another little shape out. See if I can make it look like a branch. Yeah. So I'm going to take that. And we're going to cut this so it looks like it comes to a point. And we'll cut this. All right. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. I'm just going to cut this back a little bit. All right. So let's put some glue on that. Shouldn't be gluing on the paper. Let's glue down here. All right. All right. So boys and girls, that is a bird using colored paper, glue, and scissors, and overlapping. Overlapping and shapes is what this lesson is all about, okay? So until next time, now you can do this using any material that you can find at home. You don't have to use colored paper. You could get a magazine and you could cut, if your mom lets you, or dad lets you, or grandma, or uncle, or whoever's taking care of you, ask them if you could cut a magazine up, and I will do that in my next lesson to show you how you can use a magazine for colors. Okay? Have fun until next time. This is Mr. Melchior.